I'll obviously give my thoughts real quick on Tennessee. Obviously familiar with these guys. Haven't been in the SEC the last 4 years, but they're a really good team this year. I know they've had a gauntlet out the gate. Obviously, Connect. He's a really, really good player. He's a great addition for them. Seen Ziegler and Vescovy so many times. Obviously, experienced backcourt. Just gives them a chance every night. Those two guys are winners. Just great respect. They were always kind of the measuring stick for us at Alabama when it came, to defense, toughness. Having seen Coach Barnes' teams at Texas for 3 years, and then obviously the last 4 years at Alabama, but just great respect for him, his program, and they're a really, really good team. So obviously, especially saw that in the first half. They can really clamp you defensively. They've done it to a lot of teams, and they definitely did it to us. Would have liked to hold them in check more offensively. Obviously, they come in here and give up 49 points in the first half. You're just not really going to give yourself much of a chance. I do think some of it was, bad offense, as far as, taking care of the ball, shot selection, things of that nature. But they're just a really, really good team. Obviously, they're going to be top of the SEC and have a chance to win it.
What changed for your guys there in the second half? It looked like obviously a little bit more offensively were able to get done. What changed?
Well, obviously, I would say, Tennessee took their foot off the gas a little bit, just being honest. Being up 28 at half. Now, they're going to give great effort, more so than probably most program, maybe any program in the country. But obviously, I thought they took their foot off the gas a little bit and played different lineups, got some of the young guys game action. So I did think our guys settled in. Obviously, we tried to prepare them to play. They're really a collapsing, swarming defense. So you got to be aggressive. But on the first drive, you really got to understand that help is coming. So if you can get the ball to the second side and obviously get them in a closeout game, you got a better chance. But they're just a really, really good defensive team, and I thought they imposed their will on that end of the first half. I did think we settled in a little bit, maybe playing a little bit smaller, kind of, had some matchups to go at a little bit. Obviously, trying to put their X5 in pick and rolls, whether it was Dew and Estrella, just trying to put them in some different spots.
You referenced a lot of the things you've seen from Tennessee the past few years. What does a guy like Jonas Adu change about some things for Tennessee?
Yeah, he's that's a success story for them because he was a good high school prospect, but he's done a ton of developing since he got here. He's one of the best rim protectors in the country. It wasn't too long ago. It was last year, February 15th. I know it because my daughter was born when I got home the next day, February 16th. But we struggled to score at the rim at Alabama last year, and obviously we had tremendous talent. So he can really shut off the rim, which is huge. I think that really anchors their defense. And then obviously he's got great touch offensively. That game's expanded. We didn't want to. They put you in binds. Obviously, I think they're really good offensively this year as well. So we weren't too crazy about having to double him in the post, but he punished us. So he's a development success story for them. He's really came on, and obviously he played great tonight, 29-11.
Any other questions for Coach Eddie?
Obviously, taking over as a first year as a staff and, coming up close in some of these games, but, going the way it's gone so far, how do you kind of keep morale going? Obviously, y'all are trying to build something new there. How do you kind of keep these guys going?
Yeah, I think you got to, obviously, accountability, standards, challenging guys, but I think there's got to be some joy when they come in the gym every day. Obviously, right now, we're struggling. It's been as tough of a start as obviously we're 0-10, so it kind of goes without saying. But you do try to point to small wins, point to improvement, maybe things you're doing better as a team than you were doing 3 weeks ago, 2-3 weeks ago. So you're challenging them to get better every day, but you want your environment to still have some joy in it, and it can be tough. It's obviously as coaches, it's winning and misery, so you can get pretty miserable yourself, but you don't want that to bleed into every day, every film session, every practice. So I think you got to keep it positive. You got to find some small wins along the way, and hopefully bigger wins are coming.
Anybody else got one? All right, thanks, guys.
Thank you. Thanks, guys.
Appreciate it.